I'm still trying to come up with a cool intro, something memorable. Like there's FTC, and then there's me with nothing. That's beside the point. Uh, what's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Tisha Campbell, back with another vid. Um, y'all know when you have like, I literally just had like a random splurge of like motivation to just record a video. Well, I had an idea. This is an old idea, but I've just been like trying to find the best possible time to do it. Like y'all know when y'all have like random like splurge of like motivation at like 3 a.m. or like just randomly sometime in the ungodly hours of the day. That's me right now. Well, during class earlier, I was like, "Fuck it, let's just do a video." Um, but this video, as the title does state, I will be talking about just a couple of albums I really like right now. I was gonna do like my favorite albums ever, but I'm gonna actually keep that in the back of my mind. Be on the lookout for that. But I just have like a list of just albums I've been listening to recently, more recently, or like over the course of some months, and I just want to just share, just talk about them, put niggas on. I'm actually gonna add another one as we speak because I was listening to this motherfucker earlier, and I was like, yeah, one of the ones. Hopefully, this is not. I didn't want to just kind of like concise it down to like just like a top 10. Um, because I didn't want nobody thinking I was trying to just rank albums amongst each other. You know, it's more of a free flowing list. I don't know how many is exactly on here, but just a good list of albums I've been listening to, and just want to talk about them briefly. Not nothing too crazy. And yeah, sorry that it's bright as shit in the back. It is what it is. And I hope this video isn't too long, cause God knows I hate the edit, but I try not to do too much editing with my videos as it is. We just gonna get straight into it though. Enough of the yapping. We gonna get straight into it. That was cringy. That was cringy. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and start. First album on my list, my illustrious list, is Black Metal 2 by Dean Blunt. This album is, I believe this is like the second album I've listened to by Dean. Like as I was trying to like get into his music, um, specifically because of the Rot. I heard that song randomly on YouTube. Remember, my homie put me on to Dean Blunt, but I didn't know it was him at the time. Went back, listened to Black Metal and Black Metal 2. And I don't know, I kind of like Black Metal 2 a little bit better. It's sonically improved. Lyrics are as vague. I wouldn't say dark. Morbid, I guess. It's just, the lyrics are just extremely vague. But sonically, musically, oh my gosh. Amazing. It's just a big step up. And I already love Black Metal, but Black Metal 2 is just, to me, on a league of its own. Not to mention it's a little shorter than Black Metal 1, or just Black Metal, my fault. But I really enjoyed the whole just ambiguity. Like it's really just, the songs are really just up for interpretation, but there's plenty of themes on this album, such as like mortality, heartbreak, you know, progressing, and a little bit more of a I wouldn't say political stance, but it's way more. It's a little bit more conceptual if you really like dive deep into the lyrics. just been a really big fan of Dean Blunt, like since, cause I remember my first album from him was The Redeemer. Oh my god, oh my god, that we ain't got to get into the Redeemer, man, but that album is insane. But like the whole album, Black Metal 2, just filled with just different kind of vibes. But I feel like the songs have like I feel like the songs have like a story of their own, but they all fit so well that you just like you can't go wrong with it. Um, some of my favorite songs, Mugu. The guitar in that mug is crazy. It's simple, but like just simplicity, just as simple as it is, it's still impactful to me. It's still fire. It's smooth. It's calm. It's serene. Um, then we got Skidamy. We got La Raza. Um, Wusa. I found out that word means relax. I forgot what origin of the word, but it's fire. And of course the rock. Yo, when I heard the rock for the first time, bro, I was like, I feel like I was just transported into like a serene ass area. Grass is nice. It's a nice sunny day. I'm just going through a field, and that's literally the song just playing in the background. Um, but definitely like top three favorite Dean Blunt album. Um, and I feel like I've said enough. Um, give it a listen. You'll definitely enjoy it. Just find yourself a calm little. I say for me, just get a better understanding of the vibe, and then the lyrics will flow, and then you'll be like, oh, that's why, and then you know what I'm saying. But it's cool, it's fire, and I fuck with it. Next album is I've Been Hot for Days, um by Pack and Grim Doza. It's a collaborative album. Grim Doza, very underappreciated producer in the underground, in my opinion. One of the greats, one of the legends. Pack Mookie, bro. I've been listening to Mookie for like the past like he's consistently in my playlist all the time. His music is just super fun, super laid back, but he also just experiments with like different kinds of. I love when he like experiments more with his sound and his voice and shit like that. And this album is more so, um, it's more so the beats are just like just think of like really vintage. I wouldn't say vintage. Just think of like some really smooth or like '90s R&B kind of music. Um, Beats are crazy. Mookie is just going, bro. Mookie is just a whole different bag with this one. He has this one song, "Trust Issues." When you're around, I'm always smiling, bro. That sample is crazy, bro. And I'm gonna shed more light on the deluxe version because um, it has, I mean, it's more songs, but it's definitely like the original album was already like 7 songs, but you add an additional 7 to it. It gives I feel like it gives the album more meat to it. Pause. It just gives you a lot more to like dive into and listen to. You know, it adds more to an already like great album. You know what I'm saying? You can digest a lot, and it's short. It's only 26 minutes. It's not that long of an album. You'll catch a cool little vibe. You'll listen, bro. The beats, I'm telling you, the beats are fucking insane, bro. They're so smooth. I just really love R&B samples. Hence why I like to use them a lot in my music. Um, and just hearing Grim Doza, just seeing Grim Doza still working, doing his thing, and just going out working out with like different other artists. It's always so good to hear, man. And Mookie, like I said, he does his thing, literally, literally 14 for 14 in my opinion. Some of my favorite songs. Still Hot for Days, Jet Lag, Kiss, I've Been Hot for Days, Trust Issues, like I said, You and Me, that's probably one of the more popular songs off the album. Um, Red and Amounts. When I say go listen to bro, and not to mention the album transitions, like each track transitions to itself, and that's also another like key thing I love about like when producers do that. I love that. They transition so well into each other. Um, but please, I advise you, please listen to Trust Issues and listen all the way down from there. It's insane, bro. Minor interruption, but we're back. Um, but yeah, highly advise you guys listen to all these albums, but you know. Next album we got A New Place to Drown by Archie Marshall, aka Zoo Kid, aka The Return of Pimp Shrimp, aka King Motherfucking Cool, bro. And one word I like to describe this album is a word I like to use: grim. But that's pretty much what you get from a lot of King Cruel, Archie Marshall. They're the same nigga, but they're not. The reason why I say that is because this album is more so like it's more so more hip hoppy jazz kind of thing. Um, it's I want to say super different from like King Cruel's actual catalog, but you can definitely hear a difference in when you listen to A New Place to Drown from The Ooze or like 6 Feet Beneath the Moon or something like that. You can hear a difference into it, but there's hints of like hip hop, more R&B ish elements to it. Um, but the whole vibe of it is just grim, you know, because that's what I get from King Cruel. It's more every time I listen to this album, I've always pictured myself sitting outside in like during a dark, gloomy day, outside my porch or something, smoking a cigarette. That's the kind of vibe I get. But I love it. I love it so much. If you see me on my phone a lot, just looking down, I'm like either looking at like notes or trying to find the name of the albums or just trying to find the songs I want y'all to. You get it, right? But um, each track, um, 12 minutes, 12 minutes. Each track flows so well. 12 tracks is you can't go wrong with it. It's a good little album, good little length. 36 minutes. It's calm. You can listen to it. I like listening to it when I'm fried, or if I just want to get a little vibe. If I'm chilling, I'll play this shit. Um, and this is an album I really like putting people on to. When they like know I like listening to King Crew, I'm like, you don't know about Archie Marshall though. You don't know about that though. But some of my favorite songs: Swell, Arise, Dear Brother, bro. That's one of the ones too. Uh, Amy, I believe that's what it's called. Sex with Nobody, Buff Sky, Empty Vessels, New Builds, Door Boys, and Things Water. If I'm butchering the name, Edgar Archie, I'm sorry. You got some weird ass titles, but I still fuck with it. Even the cover art, bro. Even the cover art. You can't tell me you don't get like super dark vibes from this shit. Nevertheless, still a really good listen. Um, like I said, I definitely like listening to it when I'm fried or I'm just trying to catch a little vibe. I'm chilling, or I just have it playing in the background. Um, we just smoke and let things roll by. We don't care whether day or night. Dun, dun, dun. We just smoke and let things roll by, bro. And the lyrics, of course, they hit home. Just listen to it. It's a good album, really good album. if you love King Cruel, if you love Edgar the Beatmaker, you'll definitely dive into the Archie Marshall catalog. And it sucks that this is his only album under the alias, because I feel like if we were to just get like a little more like an EP under this, crazy, bro, crazy. Nevertheless, really, really, really recommend listening to this album if you already love King Cruel as it is. Um, Another album, next album. I actually have the vinyl, so I'm just gonna flex it real quick. Piper at the Gates of Dawn. That's that's what it says. By Pink Floyd. Um, really, really enjoy this album so much, because I was getting to the groove of really loving psychedelic rock, like heavy. I was really enjoying listening to like old 60s, 50s, 70s, old like space rock, psychedelic rock, shit like that. But this was like years ago. Like I was like a junior high school, I believe. I was really, really getting tapped into this shit. Um, and yeah, Piper at the Gates of Dawn, that being Pink Floyd's like first album, um, really kind of set the tone for what that band like. It really set a standard. Um, of course, if you don't know the history, um, during this time, this is when Sid Barrett was their front man, their main songwriter, main vocalist type, you know. And Sid Barrett's one of my favorite songwriters, like ever. Like his songwriting to me, well, at least from this point, it's super whimsical. It's super like fairy tale like. Like I said, Sid Barrett's songwriting is super. Up to this point, it's super like fairy tale, whimsical, like childlike, playful, but the whole like majority of the lyrics hold a lot of weight. You know, you can tell he's definitely telling stories, but it's super weird, bro. And bro, Interstellar Overdrive, bro. Nearly 10-minute jam sesh. One of my favorites. One, yeah, one of my favorites. Another one of my favorites, Lucifer Sam. He's literally talking about his cat named Sam. We got Matilda Mother. We got Flaming. We got the Gnome. The Scarecrow. Astronomy Domain. And it being their first album, you know, like I said, it kind of set the standard for what the band was at that time. But seeing how they progressed over the years and shit like that, from like we got like I forgot that one album. It's a weird name. Starts with a U. I'm pretty sure whoever's watching this, y'all know what I'm talking about. But we got that. Oh, and another album that they had after that, Salsa for the Secrets. That's another one I really enjoy. Um, but like I said, really good album. Lyrics super childlike, whimsical, but they hit deep. Really, really recommend diving into Sid Barrett's solo music, because I feel like it's a darker extension to what he's like produced and made for Pink Floyd up to that point before he got like kicked out and shit like that. Also, rest in peace to Sid Barrett too. He's one of the ones, bro. He is literally one of the ones. Next album. This is actually super recent. We got Music by Playboy Cardi. Bro, when I tell you, I literally was, I wouldn't say falling out of being a fan of Cardi up to this point. I just really didn't enjoy the shit that we got. Like, All Red, I didn't like that song. I didn't really, I just didn't, I wasn't feeling that direction he was going with that. Like, I don't really like this. I don't really listen to Future, and that song just literally was just a Future ripoff to me. Um, but when we got the other singles before all that, Different Day, 2024, HB, HBA, Backrooms, Ketamine, bro. I was like, hey, I'm gonna stick over. Stick around for this shit. And then lo and behold, we finally got music. And I remember listening to it front to back with the homies. Um, and I enjoyed it first listen. I enjoyed it first listen. Fight me about it. Um, I wouldn't put it above Whole Lot of Red because let's be honest, Whole Lot of Red is different. That shit is amazing. That album, that's a different topic for another day. But that album, but music, um, definitely was a I wouldn't say a total switch of Cardi's sound. I feel like it's more of a variant, you know. But we also get like different styles. We get of course the raspy, aggressive punk kind of tracks, and then we get the more synthy, calm, chill tracks, and then we get tracks. We get tracks like Philly, like K-pop, and there's another song I didn't really like, but um, also I'm not a really big fan of long albums, so the album being 30 songs, kind of it kind of just it kind of just made me I wouldn't say bored. It just made me tired. Like I couldn't do it, but I did it anyways. I listened to the whole album, whole hour and 17. I didn't listen to the leaks. I didn't listen to none of that shit. Um, but yeah, really enjoyed music, bro. And some of my favorites are "Don't Kill Me," but "Crush," "Shawty Gonna Let Me Crush." That song literally sounds super cinematic. Travis did his thing to me. That's my favorite Travis feature. Even though Travis Scott in the big 2025 is kind of shaky. Um, we're not even gonna talk about that. We got Rather Lie. That's more like the more poppy mainstream song. We got Fine Shit. For some reason, I see a lot of people don't like that song. I really don't get it. My bitch so bad she can't even go online. My bitch so bad she can't even go outside. Don't say you ride for me, little bitch, just ride. Don't say you'll die for me, little bitch, just die. Bro, come on. That alone speaks for itself. Bro, whatever. Toxic with Skepta. I'm not really too tapped in with Skepta, but I mean I'm familiar with his music. I fuck with him. He did his thing. Toxic was fire. Good credit. I see you, baby boy. Jumping. A lot of people don't like that song. I fucking love that song. I'm jumping on drugs. I'm jumping. Don't do that, my nigga. Like that's hilarious, bro. It's a cool little vibe. Cocaine Nose. That's growing on me because of the sample. We got Olympian. If you want peak, like dialect mixed with like what he's doing now, this is the song for. That's the song for you. Opium Baby. Literal peak brain rot, but I love it, but I fucking love it. I love Opium Baby. First listen, I loved it. I still bump it all the fucking time. Like Wheezy, we got This One Died at HBA and Overly. Those are my favorites. I literally would listen to the album all the time. And then he dropped the deluxe. Sorry for the wait. He finally put Different Day on streaming. And that album, bro, that song, I meant, come on, bro, crazy. And a lot of people have been complaining about the Swamp Izzo edition, him, screaming and taking up space on the songs and shit on the album. I really loved it. I really enjoyed it. Not even because like I listen to like albums or like mixtapes that incorporate that kind of thing, with like DJ drama and shit like that. Um, it was just fun, bro. Like he was just doing his thing. It was super fun. Swamp Izzo never stopped doing your thing. You literally were also the highlight of the album. Big highlight of the album, I will say. Shout out Cardi. Why am I shouting him out like he's gonna see this? But yeah, music definitely got me back in the got me in the mode to like wanting to know what Cardi's gonna do next with his music, um, moving forward. Um, yeah, next album is "Romantically Yours" by Marvin Gaye. I'm gonna keep this shit short and brief. If you just want to get listen to some sexy sad music, that's the music for you. This is the album for you. And I love Marvin Gaye. I love Marvin Gaye. And um I didn't really even hear about this album until like last month, I believe. And I was just listening to it on a walk to just chill and shit. Well, we're not gonna talk about what happened, but yeah, I was just listening to it on the walk on a during like a late night walk, bro. I can't even tell you a favorite song of mine. The whole album is amazing. Um, definitely check it out. Like I said, if you want to listen to some sexy music that's sad, kind of like it's a weird mix of sad songs and then like the sexier songs and then there's like the uplifting. It's super cool to me. It's super fire. Marvin Gaye will always be one of my favorite R&B artists ever. Rest in peace to Marvin Gaye as well. Um, but listen to "I Won't Cry Anymore." Thank me later. Thank me later. Another album, next album. I personally know the person who made this album very well. So excited to talk about this. He actually just dropped the song today. What the fuck? I'm gonna listen to it. But next album is Zoke World 2. Well, it's not really an album because it's less than it's only 6 songs. Um, but I still enjoy it. I still love that album. Shout out Zoke, man. He is literally besides him being like a really close friend of mine, seeing his progression with music and shit like that from when we initially met and him not being too confident with music and then seeing him produce his like all his songs and just rapping and experimenting more. Super proud of him, bro. Um, and I'll tell him that all the time. Keep fucking going. But Zoke World 2, obviously it's it's obviously a sequel to Zoke World, the original. But Zoke World 2 to me is kind of like what I said with Dean Blunt. Sonically is a step up, even though it's like shorter. Like I said, 6 songs. You'll find a lot of enjoyment from it. Really short. Um, also recommend Zomzo 1 if you want to get a better understanding of the vibes from Zomzo 2. Um, plus, on top of him producing all of his music, you'll get a better sense of like being in his world. And this one song, bro, it's called "Out of My City." Dude, deep, bro. Lyrically, I tell Zoke all the time. This is literally his realest song ever. Cannot stress that enough. I think a lot of people will enjoy it. If you really like, I'm not even gonna do it. I don't want to compare. I don't want to compare. Just give it a listen. Um, highly recommend. Like I said, he also produces his own beats, so that shit also gave it enough points to be like, damn, this nigga's tough because damn, this nigga is tough. Like this ain't even just like bias. This is literal just me being a fan of music. Um, super playful, super vibey. You get some him rapping, and then the rest of the album is just beats that he's made, vibes. Um, I highly recommend listening to a lot of his beats too, um, because majority of his beats aren't just beats; they're literally just like music. It's vibes, you know. Um, but yeah, definitely listen to Out My City and Thank Me Later. Thank Me Later. Next album, uh, I think it's called Hopto, or I don't know how to pronounce it. I literally watched the video of somebody talking about it, and brain fart, I forgot how to pronounce it. But HOTEP by Blue Iverson. This is a Blue Iverson is a side project by Dean Blunt. And it's more of it takes more of a like a more relaxed R&B kind of vibe. Uh, Super different from like his more traditional cinematic artsy pop kind of music. Um, Nevertheless, it's still a vibe. Really, really, really good album, start to finish. It's mostly instrumentals, apart from like three songs that have actual lyrics. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people know Jenna's interlude. Really, really good. Um, my favorites: Soul Seek, Nappy Text, Hush Money, Jenna's interlude, and Fake Loath. Fake Loath, banger, banger. If you really like smooth, jazzy, vibey kind of R&B, sleepy kind of R&B, you'll definitely enjoy it. And it sucks because this is literally his only album under Blue Iverson, and I definitely, definitely want more. Definitely want more. Yeah, I have an AirPod in my ear. So what? Anyways, um, yeah, I've literally been struggling to get this fucking camera to work. Now it's working well again. I guess because of the AirPods. That's besides the point. We were talking about. I'm not gonna pronounce that album. The Dean Blunt album, the Blue Iverson album. Um, Now next album. I'm gonna try to get through these pretty quick because I feel like this video is gonna be kind of long, kind of winded, and our attention spans are. Anyways, next album, Bad Kid from the Four by Doo-Wop Kane, man. This is literally my favorite album. Underdog is fire, arguably maybe his best. Bad Kid from the Four is in my opinion, his best. Super, I wouldn't say super experimental, but you can definitely tell he was going for. You can tell he was experimenting a little bit more with, especially with the beat selection, because the beat selections off this album are just like just weird. Like you get the same kind of vibe from doo-wop from like every track, but the beats are just super, not super. They're just weird, but they're also they make sense and they're fire and experimental and just doo-wop just doing his usual shit on these tracks. Works well. Calm. I've always listened to this album when I'm just chilling or I'm like working out, just wanting to casually just listen to some music. I always got doo-wop. I always got this album in the back of the always got this album in like my utility belt rotation of albums or just song music that I just want to listen to, you know. And literally one of the songs is called Earl Sweatshirt, and I love Earl Sweatshirt. So the album immediately gets a 10 out of 10. No, I'm joking. It's far from perfect, but you'll still enjoy the vibe. Um, Personally, my favorite songs: "Express Myself," "Earthquake." The feeling, hands down has to be at least top 10 doo wop, if not barely scratching top five. The feeling is classic doo wop at its best. Plus, it's produced by 99. So, shout out 99 too. He doesn't get a whole lot of credit, but 99 may have accidentally paved the way along with doo wop, but they both accidentally paved the way for a lot of like musicians, artists, rappers. Your boy here, you know what I'm saying. So I'm always just coming back to the album just for an enjoyment kind of thing. It's super cool. Um, I like Ferris Wheel. Chopper is a very fun song. It's a very fun song. With Me is probably I like this song a lot. The beat is crazy. Another reason why I like this song is because I have a friend of mine. She also loves this song, and she's bad. So I'm not gonna just detract from that. She likes this song. I like this song, and she bad as shit. But and there are definitely some tracks I'm just like, like I wouldn't say it's an organized experimental mess, but it's still fun, and you'll definitely get some enjoyment out of it. It's like I said, it's still one of my favorite doo-wop Kane albums ever. Um, so regardless of all that, like I said, there's a handful of tracks you'll pick and choose which ones you like. And if you don't like it, I mean, I kind of have to question you just a little bit, but yeah. Um, Next album that we have is Atlanta's Millionaires Club by Fabe by Faye Webster. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been super late on the Faye Webster like uh bandwagon. Um, because quite frankly, I thought she'd be a Clairo ripoff. Far from it, because god damn, we ain't gonna get to all the other music she got. Cause shout out Faye. Um, but this is another like I really enjoy her songwriting. Um, Probably way more than like actually just listening to her like singing shit. Cause her singing is cool. She can sing, but I don't know. I'd be getting like like baby vibes. Like I don't know. Her vocals, whatever. It kind of throws me off sometimes. But when the songs hit, they hit. Um, a personal highlight of me is Johnny. Johnny. It wasn't supposed to be a love song, but I guess it is now. Like, come on now, whoever Johnny is, thank you for having Faye make this song because I've met some Johnnies in my life. Well, not dudes. I've definitely had some Johnnies in my life. Um, but yeah, more so just a song yearning about a past lover, fucked her over. Still great. Songwriting is cool. It's vibey. We got Kingston, Hurts Me Too, Right Side of My Neck, and then we have an interesting song, Flowers by Father. And Father, I've been tapped in with Father. I say for like quite a bit of a while. Like I guess when I was really starting to listen to Cardi, um, going back to Cardi's old music, finding out about Father and Awful Records and shit like that. I fuck with Father. I don't really listen to him now. I don't think he makes music still. Shout out to Father though. But yeah, this album is cool. It's fire. If you enjoy songwriting, folk, alternative music, um, you'll definitely enjoy it. Um, wow. Um, Last two albums. Oh man, nah, I'm gonna add a third one just because we're gonna add a third one. But next album is Under the Weather by Home Shake. And dude, I really love Home Shake. This is my favorite album by Home Shake. He makes super relaxed. I feel like this is more of like more R&B ish than all his other music. Like we got other albums like Helium, Midnight Snack, Fresh Air, and In the Shower. I also really enjoy those albums, but Under the Weather kind of hits. hard for me because I don't know. I feel like a whole lot of the songs are just super like it's super chill, super slacker kind of vibe, but there's still a little hint of like sadness in the tracks or just longing for something. Um, but yeah, like I said, if you really like this like super laid back, slacker, calm R and B ish, um, I guess you could say like I guess there's some implements like synth R and B in there too. You'll definitely enjoy it. Songwriting, top tier. Um, I remember the first time listening to it, I just listened to it for the vibe, like just another album. And then one day I listened to I know. Went back to the album, and then that day forward I became a Home Shake fan as I listened to way more of his music. Um, highlights. I know. There's Feel Better. There's Vacuum. In a minute. Mindless. Mindless goes so hard. That beat is so crazy. Do 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 do. I'm not doing the song justice, but I'm probably gonna play a clip. But it's really good, really cool. And then we have Passenger Seat and Half Asleep at the nah. Oh, Spend It. That's another track. Um, also this album also has one of the elements I really like with music, the song's transition. So um, yeah, really good, really cool album. Somebody got to make what's this shit? A marker or like just a track of how many times I said really cool album or something along the lines of that. But I'm not Anthony Fantano. I'm just a casual nigga who loves music in a very casual sense. Um, anyways, um, next album that we have soundtrack. Um, it's the Minecraft soundtrack, and dude, well, Minecraft Volume Alpha by C418, and I'm not even gonna tell you my favorite songs off the album, off the soundtrack, because I feel like they'd be giving too much away of like my own personal enjoyment. Plus, growing up playing Minecraft, listening to the music, trying to figure out what the name of the songs. Come on, man, it's. But if you already play Minecraft, you already got a good sense of like what the songs like sound like or what they are or whatever. Um, so I feel like I don't have to explain too much other than just play the fucking game and then just listen to the music. Um, sorry, but I'll literally listen to this soundtrack. I don't even like calling it a soundtrack. It's an album to me. It's literally an album. I'll literally listen to this, and I'm kind of breaking my rule of like not liking a whole lot of albums, like super long albums. I don't like listening to albums that are like past 20 songs. 20 songs is kind of stretching it, but if you can keep me hooked, you keep me hooked. And this is one of those songs that keep me hooked. Um, but yeah, just play the game. Just play Minecraft and listen to the songs, and then you'll just draw yourself into it. Really, really, really nostalgic album. Um, but last but not least, I literally was listening to this album today. It kind of sparked the idea, or like sparked the motivation for me to make this video. But last album that we have is Pink Moon by Nick Drake, man. Nick fucking Drake. I want y'all to listen. I want y'all to look at this fucking cover art, by the way. Super weird to me. But like I literally don't understand the mean. I don't know what the fuck a pink moon is. I don't understand it. But this album is probably somber and depression at its finest. Um, with Nick Drake, like just I guess being a quote unquote failure in the music industry, This album was kind of like his, you know, salute, like bye kind of thing. Just giving people, giving listeners like inviting him more into his world, but it's super dark. Songwriting, he's also one of my favorite songwriters. And dude, man, Nick Drake was so tough. He was so fucking tough. And like this kind of falls under like the more like folk singer songwriter kind of vibe, 70s music. Is literally just him and a guitar. That's all you're gonna get from this album. Him singing really, really dark lyrics with like the subject, like the meaning. Like I, if you really want to get into this album, I recommend listening to it and like listen to it as you're like reading the lyrics and like piecing together what they mean because dude, that's a lot to say, bro. It hits deep. But some highlights: Pink Moon, Road, Which Will, Things Behind the Sun, Parasite, From the Morning, Free Ride, and Harvest Breed. But Pink Moon being like the highlight song off the album and the the name of the album itself. That's a really good start to get into his music, and I kind of hate that it's appreciated now, like way after he passed. Um, Super unfortunate, but if there's anything I could take away from Nick Drake's like other like besides his album, like his whole discography, is that the music industry failed him. Um, Cause dude, he was talented. He was super talented. Why am I getting emotional? But yeah, man, it's. I think just listening to the album today just really made me like, damn, bro, like what could have been with this dude, man. But yeah, definitely do recommend that album, and amongst all the other albums I've already said in this video. But yeah, that's all the albums I have. Some of my favorite albums as of right now. I'm probably gonna do a updated list, sometime in the future one day. Um, if I can find the time to do that, because Jesus, bro, college is killing me. Life is lifing. Um, and I also wanted to switch it up because I don't want just my channel to be just vlogs, just random. Like, nah, it's more of like an extension of me, what I like to do, what I like to see from others, and me just trying it out. You know what I'm saying? But I hope all of you, whoever's watching this, you'll get a sense of listening to some of these albums. I'm not saying listen to all of them, but give yourself some time. Give yourself a chance to listen to them, bro. It's you'll thank me later. I promise you. And yeah, like I said, there probably will be an updated list. I might do a list of like my personal favorite albums, like top 10 favorite albums like ever. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Um, but yeah, with that being said, man, it's I guess it's the end of the video. Like I said, it's your girl Marvin Sapp, and I'm outie.